Heavyweight slugger Joe Joyce is back in the ring this weekend, taking on late replacement Philip Hrgovic, who is replacing Dillian Whyte. It is a late replacement, but it is actually a much harder opponent for Joe Joyce when you look at it. If it was a few years back and we're talking about a prime Dillian Whyte, he was a top class heavyweight, it would have been a very tough opponent for Joe Joyce. But if you look at what Dillian Whyte's done recently, he's been fucking average. Whereas Hrgovic, although he is coming off of a loss to Daniel Dubois, is still a world-class heavyweight. You'd still have him around the top 10, definitely at least the top 15. Would you even put Dillian Whyte in the top 25 right now? So yeah, this really could be a nightmare replacement for Joe Joyce on Saturday night. I would have gave Joe Joyce a decent chance against Dillian Whyte. I'm not sure if I would have even picked him to win against him though, looking at how bad Joe Joyce has looked since them Zhang losses, losing to Chisora in his most recent fight. And I do think Hrgovic is going to get in there and do a fucking job on him. I think he's going to jab his head off. I think he's going to pick him apart. I think he's going to find out very quickly that Joyce just has no speed coming forward. He's always been easy to hit, Joe Joyce, even when he was back in his prime and when he was starting out. Now it's going to be even easier than ever to hit him. And I think Hrgovic is going to realise that after 1 or 2 rounds, and he's going to start to time that right hand nice and slow and solid straight down the middle, and he's going to take Joe Joyce's head off. I will be very, very surprised if this goes past 6 rounds. Maybe he won't be knocked clean out, Joe Joyce, but it is a possibility now. Chisora dropped him. Zhang obviously flattened him in that rematch. But whether it's a clean knockout, knockdown or whatever, I do think it'll be stopped after 6 rounds because I think Joyce will be taking so many shots. Hrgovic just teeing off on him. He's either going to get knocked out, dropped. I don't think he'll quit because there's no quitting Joe Joyce at all. The guy is just a fucking warrior, a dopey fucking warrior that never fucking stops fighting. But I do think the ref or his corner will step in to save him at some point. I do think this could actually be the last we see of Joe Joyce in the ring, whereas Hrgovic, it is a fucking must-win fight. If you can't beat Joe Joyce, who just got beat up by Chisora, then you really need to fucking finish. If Hrgovic still has any dreams of being world champion, getting back to that top level, mixing it with the likes of Dubois and the top level fighters again, he has to win this one. He has to make a statement and he has to stop Joe Joyce as early as possible. I'm going to say within 6 rounds, let's say round 5 to be specific if you want to put a bet on it.